Welcome back to day 3 in this journey of trying to become a full-time reseller. So 3 days ago I did make an announcement that I was quitting my job to focus full-time on reselling. Been selling on Whatnot quite a lot since March it was, so a good 6 months on there, something like that. And I've been selling on eBay part-time for a few years. So without further ado, we're going to get into today's video. I did do 2 Whatnot shows yesterday, so I've still got the aftermath of those shows, the reset to do, we've got the packaging to do, and I'm primarily going to focus on eBay listings today, which is where to make some more profit than Whatnot, for example. So we're going to get straight into today's video. Stick around till the end and let me know in the comments what you think of what happens today. As I say, this is day 3. If you are new to this channel, I'm Alan. I'm part of 13 Under UK, which is the brand that we're creating as this full-time reselling business. Now, today's video will be primarily focused on in the office work. We have got some packaging to do, and unfortunately my partner Sarah is off work today, so she'll help me do the packaging, and to which I'll treat her to dinner, which is nice. So we'll spend an hour together over the dinner, just discussing the plan going forward and what's been going on the past couple of days. But Sarah is still working a full-time job just to support everything that's going on within the household and to make sure that we are still financially okay. So today's video primarily going to focus on eBay, like I say, and I want to get between 10 and 30 listings on there. We did do the 2 Whatnot shows yesterday, which the first one was the plushie show, which was a flash sale as I went into yesterday. Check that video out if you want to know anything about that, and we will link everything in the description below, which will be our Whatnot link, our Discord link. We have got quite a big Discord community as well, and there are some Easter eggs planted amongst the backdrop for the Discord to identify. It will be the 3rd one will be in today's video. I will put show what the first one was in the first video, probably up here, something like that. It was a funny little video that we sent on the Discord because it did get purchased by Becky, who's our top mod in the Discord. I'm part of the server team at 13 Under UK. So we're going to get into the packaging side of it. I did briefly show that yesterday, but I'll just show you what I've got on the table here left over from the shows and what we've got to pack today. We had 2 shows set up yesterday. There was the flash sale, so I'm going to briefly go over how we've packaged and organised that. It will be in a future episode, I'll do a full breakdown of it, but just for this scenario, what I've done is it was a big plushy flash sale, as you've seen in yesterday's video. So what I did is, as I was going, I'll give everyone a bin bag and put their label on it with a little bit of masking tape, because masking tape is quite cost efficient to use, and then everything in there will be for that person. I will check them over, and there's ways of doing that on the Whatnot show, but if you can just see in there now, I put them all back in. That was the original bin that the plushies came out of, so now all the orders are in there ready to go, and I will just have to package them, box them up, check them over, and I'll do that today. So we also did, as you know, the comic book show, which was the main show that was set up last night, so I also have them. I've left them in a little stack on the table there, which just need putting into people's individual piles. I'll put everything up on the screen of what we made on each show probably here. I did do one of them yesterday, the plushie one, before we went live. So just follow along, see what you think. Let me know if you got any ideas and suggestions on how you do your packaging, things like that. Let me know in the comments, and I will do a full packing video, but I'm going to get on to the next bit of the video now. Just on the way to the co-op, which is my DPD drop-off, as I said yesterday. I've got first boxes of plushies. Probably could have done them in bags, but I do like to box all the items. So I'm going to drop these off now and get into the next step. I've been to some dinner on the way back, and now we're on the 2nd run to a Royal Mail drop-off for the normal parcels. So that is the comic book show and the remainder of the smaller box plushies. So I'm on the way to drop them off, and then it'll be back to the next part of the video. So I'm back in the office now, back from dinner, back from dropping off all the parcels. As you can see, I did decide to keep the t-shirt from yesterday, because I did think I wouldn't make that much profit on it, and I might as well keep it. It was only £2.49, and I do like the quote on it. Sorry if it offends anyone, but it's a battle of wits. So I do blame William Shakespeare and not myself. So the stage I'm up to now is all my parcels are dropped off at post office and at DPD, and everything's gone out. We did do giveaways on the Discord, so we had to do those shipping as well, and we did do the eBay shipping as well. So everything's done, we're all up to date. We're both nicely fed and ready to go. So I'm in the office currently, and I'm going to start these eBay listings. So I've pulled off 10, 15, something like that items. And the first few items that I'm going to do, as I say, the eBay listings I tend to do are for higher profit items. So I did manage to get these a little bit of a set. Now they originally had a little sticker on them of 20 quid. I did not pay anywhere near that for all 3 of them. So I'm going to try and see what these will go for on eBay. So they've all got a certificate of authenticity in the back, and they are framed cells from different films. So I'll give them a little bit of a clean up, spruce up, make them look really nice, take some nice pictures, nice images. I'll do the description and take some time with that. Now, to save time and so I can spend a bit more time with Sarah being off, I'll just show you which ones they are. What I'll do is I will do these, do all the photographs, and then as I'm spending a bit of downtime in a little bit, I'll just put them on eBay by doing all the description and everything and adding to it. So that one there is Frost Kill Him. So that's obviously from Blade. That one there is from Face Off. They're all little film cells with the picture of what the cell is and then the quote from the film. And then we've got another one there from the X-Files was the first one. So I don't know what I can flip them for. We're going to try listing them for, as the little price tag says, £15 to £20. We did see yesterday's video, we did have the game, so I have checked these ones over, which I am going to list. I'm not going to go back through them, but they are the two Monopolies, the Trolls Puzzle and the Origins Mystery one that I did put some information about yesterday. So I have got comics to fall back on as well, so I'll be doing a few of those, and I've obviously got a few left. I did do quite a big stack on yesterday's show, which was quite successful. I had a lot of new buyers in as well, which was really good to see. A lot of people joined the Discord community. I got some more bookmarks from my future shows that are already scheduled in advance. I do advise anyone and whatnot to set your shows up in advance, and then you get more bookmarks, you're going to get more repeat buyers and things like that in there. So I did manage to get one of these as well, which is a very special item, which is a Back to the Future Hot Wheels car. It's the hovering DeLorean. So it's great, and I have obviously put it in a pop protector. I say pop protector because I do pops all the time. With a protector, I've put it in, and it's a DeLorean. Now, I got that for a normal Hot Wheels price off a peg hook in a shop, which was under £2, believe it or not. But these are actually going on eBay currently for anything between £10 and £20. So I'll put it on at the higher end in the protector. It is a nice clean version of it. I haven't seen many in protectors, and I will send it out, but it also covers me during shipping that I've put it in that protector, and the buyer of it will be more appreciative of that. So we've got that one. As I say, I've got the comics, which I won't go through all of those, and I've got a random item, but it is a sealed item, something called Animorphs. So Animorphs was a game, and this is apparently set 2, which I presume there are collectors out there that have set 1. So it only cost me a few pounds. So I'll see what these are going for as well. I'll try and get a little bit of information if I can about them, and I'll get them listed. So as I say, my focus today is to get all my eBay listings done, to get a bit of a backlog, a draft folder, so I can start having some days off. I have scheduled my day off to be Saturday, today being Wednesday. So with any luck, everything will go to plan. I'll keep up to date. I have got my next Whatnot show scheduled in for Sunday, which is going to be the Mega Treasure Hunt show. So on a Mega Treasure Hunt, I've been doing that this month as I've been setting up a podcast as well. So this is a treasure map with 60 boxes on. And basically, the thing is, it's one treasure map, 60 boxes, 60 prizes. They all start from a low starting price, and you bid on the box, and then we tell a story going through with the 60 prizes and how they unveil it. So you're basically excavating a location on the map. Longer story, but if you do want to join us on a Whatnot show, that's the sort of thing we do. Whatnot is a crazy thing like that. It's a social marketing platform. If you don't know what Whatnot is, I did go over in yesterday's video, and I will do some more videos on Whatnot, but primarily the focus is on becoming a full-time reseller. So we do across all platforms that we can. We're currently doing eBay and we're doing Whatnot. So with those two in mind, we sell through bulk loads of items on Whatnot, which is fast moving, large items. We can do anything up to 100 plus items per day. Whereas eBay is a little bit slower selling, but the higher profit items. So depending on what you've got, if you're buying in bundles, it's good to pick out your good items and get them listed for your higher profit. Covers the base cost for your lower items, and then you can flip them really quick on Whatnot, and that's the process that they're currently going with. So we're going to get into the next part of the video and let you know how things have been going on from here. So as I say, I'm switching my focus now to doing my eBay listings. I want to get between 10 and 30 items listed on eBay today. So I'm hopefully going to do that in about an hour and a half time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where I'm doing the photos in the room. Because as I say, I have upgraded into this bigger office space. It's still getting organised. It's not really a mess behind me. It is some stock for some upcoming shows. A bit of a dead stock pile, which I'll get into what dead stock piles are and things like that in another video. And how I break down and set up this room will be another video. If there are things that you'd like me to go through over in this series, do let me know. As I say, I've got the podcast coming up with some really experienced resellers. So any questions, anything like that, if you do start getting them in the comments for me, then I can start making a list to ask these other resellers, see if we can get the information that I want, you want, and everyone wants. And if you've got some advice that you want to give to me, please do feel free to drop that in the comments as well, and hit that like button, because it does really help me to spread the word of this podcast and the channel and the videos that we're doing currently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the space now that I'm doing this eBay listings in. So if I flip, you can see that is my backdrop from my Whatnot shows. So we do have a bit of story behind most of the figures on the backdrop. Some of them are sensible, some of them we open on the show, but it is the same space that I use. It's quite a long table that I use to showcase everything that we do. So obviously on there you see the mirror, that is what we call Spinderella. So Spinderella is the turntable that spins during the Whatnot shows all sides of the items, and it's basically made of just a mirror with a turnstile underneath it that we plug in during the show. But the phone currently is in landscape mode, so when we're doing photos for eBay listings, it will be in portrait mode. So if you imagine just from the edges of the mirror, that is all that is going to be photographed currently. You won't see all the backdrop, but I don't really move it, I'll leave it there ready for me Whatnot shows. So if I put my stand on there, which obviously will be a bit closer to the camera when it's in portrait mode as well, and then I can just easily list my comic books on the side there like that. So I can just do that, and then I can take an image of that however I'd like, as many angles as I can. I do try to use all images, all 24 available on eBay, so you can show every aspect and every side of the item that you're proposing to sell. When it comes to the bigger items like the puzzles and things like that I did pull out before, so these ones down here, I will have to spread them across the entire table, but that shouldn't be a major issue, and I won't have to touch any of the backdrop, which is a good meter away from me, I'd say about now, but it does look closer than it is. But it is always good to give a nice backdrop for your Whatnot shows, so it gives people who are staring at the screen for anything from 1, 2, 3, 4 hours at a time something else to look at other than a blank wall. So that's been another busy day overall. We've had a few sales on eBay, which I'll put up on the side for you to see, which was a bit more fun than today, a bit of payment for today. We didn't do a show on Whatnot today, as I say, but we were doing the aftermath of the 2 previous shows. The next steps will be to set up for Sunday, which is the mega treasure hunt. So I do need to find 60 prizes, of which I've probably got about 40 to 50 now. I probably will source another few around the next few days. Have a look what we find. So I appreciate you again for following along in today's part of the journey. Do follow us again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a more successful day sales wise. We have done a bit today, so I'm not too disappointed, and it is the back of the 2 shows we've just done. So we've made overall quite a bit this week already. Hopefully going into the weekend we'll do a bit more. I have got all of the photos done now, so I'll still got the last remaining job of the day, which is just to continue listing eBay listings. But at least now I can have some downtime, watch a little bit of telly, do that sat on the couch in the comfort of my armchair. So thanks again, appreciate everyone for following along on this journey. Do hit the like button if you've found some value out of today's video or this series overall. Make sure you subscribe to get notified for as we go uploading each day, and then we will get into tomorrow's video. See you there, guys.